again. Next job. This is I think PS5 controller. Yeah, that's the model. If the camera can focus. The problem with the controller, the left joypad is not working. I mean, when you pull it in some direction, it doesn't stop. So yeah, we have to open this and try to replace it. So we'll see whether this is gonna be a disassembly video or not, because I don't know, do I have the same parts for this? So let's start. If I remember, we have to remove this black plastic first. Like this. I don't do this every day, so yeah. Yeah, like this. Now we have to remove I think these two buttons, which like this, and the other one. Now we have two screws here and two screws here, which should be the same size. Now we have to separate these, which sometimes can be a little tricky, but if you do this on a regular basis, you probably know how to do it, but since I don't, now let's remove the battery. We have one screw here, which is for the cover. We have to remove the cable here. Now we have to desolder the cables. this side also. Now we need to disconnect this cable, the cables for these buttons, and we need to remove this cable also, like this, and we should be able to lift the board, I think. Yeah, like this. Now this is our problem. I mark it, so now the way that I replace those, since I don't want to play with the hot air here, I separate the green part from the rest, and this way it's much easier for me to work. Since this button is broken, we don't need it, and I can easily separate. Let me change the tip of my soldering iron, and we're gonna continue. Now let's have a look under the microscope. We're gonna wet all the joints and try to remove the button piece by piece, so we don't damage part of the board. Probably this is a noob way to deal with this, but like I said, I don't do it on a regular basis, so excuse me if it looks very simple to you. One is down. Oh, you can't see, okay, sorry. The other one is down also. Now we have a part of the button left, so we're gonna gently heat each side so we can make the button loose a little bit. I'll try to cut the legs on one side. Yeah, like this. Just do it slowly and the button is out. If you have a pump or something, it will be much easier, but I don't have, so yeah, here, as you can see, the button is out. Now I have to clean these holes where I did cut the legs, and there's the old button, plastic, metal, and this is the other one. Now we have 3 holes which are not very good clean, so I'm gonna add a fresh solder and I'll try to wig them again. Yeah. Now let's clean. Probably there's a better way, probably there's a easier way, but like I said, this is my way. Now let me get a button and let's put the button like this. It sits perfectly. So now let's start soldering. Yeah, the button is nice and flat. Sorry, a customer came in the shop, so yeah. I don't put flux now because there is a flux on the soldering wire, so I don't want to make an extra mess and have to clean more. So yeah, nice and shiny. We didn't damage any pads. We didn't damage the protection layer of the board. Now the only thing I gotta do is just reassemble the thing and we should be fine. Now I won't keep you waiting because the video went long enough. Pretty much I'm gonna put everything back and I'll try to look this controller also, but this one is I think from PlayStation 4, so I think I don't have the part, so we'll check. So basically that's it from me. I don't know whether do you like or not my method, but you can do this even with cheap soldering iron like mine. I don't have a very quality one, so that's why my soldering is not that good every time. But yeah, just cut the big legs, separate the two sensors on the controller pad and try to remove them one by one. It's much easier and it's not that hard. Basically that's it for me now. Bye bye. It's time to open the other controller. I have big doubts that I can fix this one, but we're gonna open it and see. This is different. This is ZZT2A, probably PlayStation 4. We have 4 screws here. And I think we can separate this, I guess. Do we have screws here? I think not. I think we only have to lift this. Let's remove the cover again. And let's Dissolve the cables. You have to remove this cable also. And we should be able to lift the board. There's clips on both sides, so just open them first. Let's see. I have one button left for this. And I think it looks the same. Yeah, pretty much. Nice. Okay. So same story. We're gonna remove the green pieces like this and like this. Now we're gonna put a fresh solder. Let's go under the microscope again. Yeah. So let's remove the first green thingy. Now the next one. And, two of them are gone. Now we're gonna lift a little bit this side and we're gonna try and cut the legs. No, I don't have enough space. Okay. and the button is out. Now let's clean the holes. Now I'm gonna melt the solder and just push down so it can free the hole, because the leg is still in there. And when this is done, we can remove it. Now let's try and clean them also. Now let's clean again. Now let's take the button and try to insert it. Yeah, like this. Yeah, the button went really nicely. And now the same procedure. We're just gonna solder the legs. Now let's clean a little bit. As you can see, the joints are nice and shiny. So the only thing I gotta do now is just put everything back. I won't keep you, because the video went a bit more longer than I expected. Pretty much that's the way how I replace this type of parts. It may not be the best way, so don't be too hard on me, but yeah, I try to do my best. Basically that's the whole video. I hope you like it. Bye bye.